Welcome back to another episode of The Block is Hot, where we don't make or break the news. We just give our take. We've been on a hiatus, but hey, it's time to get back active. What's happening with it, cousin?
What to do, family, man? Happy to be back, man. Back on camera doing the broadcast, man. Giving them what they're looking for. Ready
Hey,
to get
man.
these comments jumping and our audience stirred up.
I know, right? Hey, man. We like I say, we done had a busy month, so we both been tied up, man. Like we regular cats. We just like I say, if it ain't no nothing jumping on the news cycle, we don't force it. So just so happen, man, the news cycle gets exploded on us here recently, and we got buku shit to talk about, man. But I think the most recent thing that kind of jumped off, and we added it to the docket late because it came through within the last 48 hours, was Tiger Woods. And I know Tiger don't claim us, man. I know he made up some type of ethnicity when they tried to put the black jacket on him, but the black genes all would help him dominate the sport he's playing. But he's in another motor vehicle accident, seemed to be under the influence, allegedly. He didn't take a breath analyzer, didn't do a urine analysis. So I don't know what was in his system. But it does seem like Tiger like to get fucked up. But what you seeing what's going on with this situation? What's your thoughts on it?
Hey, man, it's typical, man. I mean, a lot of people in high places use substances to cope on a day-to-day. It's just we in an era of cameras, so now these officers gonna be held accountable. You can't sweep celebrity incidents under the rug like you once could, because it's cameras everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So here you being let Tiger go a whoop-de-wop, and somebody ring camera that got you. So I think it's been going on. We know that. Like I say, I always go back to the Indianapolis Colts owner. Per se, he was getting perks by the 500 bottle, and and he had a couple incidents. So this been going on, man. We in an era where they can't sweep shit under the rug like
that. And that's the thing, man. It seemed like every time this happens, though, it seemed like it's major shit. Like the last time he almost lost his leg. I don't know if you remember all the details of the last one, but the last one he went over hill, almost lost his leg. This one, he flipped over a car. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Tiger. I don't know and I know he's a high-level competitor, and he's a high-level athlete. I don't know if just kind of not performing at the way he's been performing, and I'm trying to be psychoanalysis. I ain't putting him on the couch trying to diagnose him, but I don't know if that has something to do with it. But it seems like when he goes over the deep end, he goes way over the deep end. And it's crazy for that level of athlete with those type of, when you know that type of star power you have, and you know what circulates around your name and how much publicity you get, negative or positive, that he kind of has these type of blunders. So hopefully Tiger get it right, man. But I was just sitting back. I think they said everything was good this time. No major injuries. I guess one vehicle. Every time he has crashed, I will say it's been a one vehicle type thing. It hadn't been multiple vehicles involved. He hadn't hurt anybody else. But again, this is a very bad wreck from what I've seen from pictures. So I'm just glad to see him walk away from it, and hopefully Tiger get whatever help he needs.
And it's a pattern.
Yes,
it's a pattern also. Was the one with the leg is the one with his wife beat him with the club?
Yep. Yeah, that was
okay.
That
I was
incident.
Gonna say, because remember he got in an accident. He got in an accident when his wife found out he was a cheater. He was cheating. I don't want to say cheater. Whatever. But,
yeah.
So yeah, it's a pattern, man. Let me tell you something. As a person who has experimented with substances, I was a drink head. Take beans, which is pain medicine. I ain't talking about the beans that everybody else knows. Exercise, I don't do man-made shit. When it gets to this point, the problem is already out of control. You feel me? When they go past you doing it at your house or wherever you got to, when you got to drive and be under the influence, like I ain't never got no DUI. So I don't think I got as low as Tiger. You feel me? But whenever you get to a point where you know you're making bad decisions, your addiction is way blown out of proportion already. So if Tiger got a problem, I don't think a publicist gonna be able to fix this one. This is gonna take some work, and he's gonna have to be ready. Just realistic. And I think he's taking some Xanax. I mean, he extreme alcoholic, or he taking some benzos.
Yeah.
Because he always falling asleep under the wheel, losing control. Every drug don't have this side effect.
Yeah. That's a good point. But let me ask you this then.
But prayers up to him, man.
Nah, prayers up, because it's good that he walked away from it. Both, like the first one was that could have took his life. He could have lost a limb. But career wise, he was just on his way from coming back to the PGA. He was trying to get on the single circuit where, you know, they could ride the golf cart around and you don't have to do as much walking because, you know, it's well documented. He's had back injuries. He's had, you know, of course, the leg that almost had to be amputated because of the last wreck. But career-wise, and you know, the PGA, that's the good old boy professional league. It's kind of like the NFL. You can do shit that's detrimental to the sport or whatever, to the shield or to what they deem like they don't want their brand attached to. Career-wise and branding-wise, how do you think that affect him, though?
Career-wise, he's done. We've seen the best of Tiger. Let's just say that. That's the career set. If we expected, I mean, you know, he could get lucky because it's golf. But my personal thing, career-wise, we've seen the best of him. In terms of endorsements and stuff, business, and that's to be seen because they be tripping about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's DUI is not as bad as domestic violence or, you know, some of the things that, you know, these guys doing. So I think he'll be all right. If he survived the cheating scandal, he could survive a DUI.
Yeah.
In 3 months, nobody will care about him getting caught driving drunk. It's more of a him problem. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't more so worried about the job because they're going to help you call Olivia Pope.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so him. How many times will this happen and he think he's going to survive?
Yeah, good point. But like you said earlier, man, prayers up for Tiger, man. Hopefully he get the help he need. And even though he don't claim us, man, as always, he the one got me interested in golfing. I will say that I didn't give a damn about golf too much before Tiger came upon and made the shit cool. Now, if you look at every golfer, because I just want to give him his props. If you look at every golfer now, besides I think John Daly's son, because John Daly's son pretty much built like he was. But every golfer now, it went from the beer belly golfer to all of them kind of got that Tiger physique. They got that Tiger build. And he implemented weightlifting and all that stuff in golf. Yeah, golfing wasn't like that at first. So, man, shout out to Tiger, man. Even though you don't claim us, you know, our culture still got love for you, man. You got us interested in the sport. But get the help you need, man, so we can move forward from this. Speaking of got a problem, your boy
You ain't got to keep saying, hold up, you ain't got to keep saying he don't claim us because OJ didn't claim us. He's us, whether he want to be or not.
Whether you want to be
you know
or not. Whether you want to be or not. Them genetics, the same genetics that you don't want to claim, I'm not a Jay-Z fan. Genetics to help you dominate.
Exactly. And the same people be the one to lift you up when you fall. White folks going to turn your back when you're useless. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same line Jay-Z say, man. You always nigga. You always nigga.
And that's why I continue to say, because no matter what you feel, no matter what you feel,
you digging in here.
They'll let you know when they through with you.
Yeah.
But speaking of got a problem,
OJ thought the same thing, man.
Exactly. Yeah. And then sometimes, you know, just to not singling out Tiger or OJ, just anybody who fit in that script, sometimes you can be larger than life, larger than your culture. It's a lot of people that take that, you know, that safe approach, that don't put me in a box, don't label me as black. Hey, and that's all good. That's your preference. But them people let you know how they feel about you at a certain point when you're no longer an asset to them. So, hey, it's just par for the course, so to speak, as a play on words. But speaking of who got a problem, your boy Ray J. Your boy Ray J had a problem with recently Shine. There's been a lot of good interviews circulating on the timeline. Your boy Shine came on It Is What It Is talk show. Shout out their platform. But Ray J took a little exception about them talking about the dating Brandy. I guess it's bringing up his sister. So I don't know all the details, but kind of catch me up on that.
So Shine was on the show, and Cam brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
As he does, you know what I'm saying? I think Mace and Shine handled it professionally, handled it well, but Cam want to be the jokester. And that's when it becomes, who the fuck this nigga think he talking about? If anybody gonna feel like that about a woman they love, your daughter, your sister, your wife, your mama, when they start getting the playing and joking, because life happens. And Ray J know that. He ain't had no problem with that. It's the joking and because they both gave, good answers.
Yeah.
Shine said that he didn't know Mace was dealing with her. Mace said, it was a good friend of mine. Nobody was disrespectful or but Cam got to laugh, and that's what made him offended, as it would make anybody offended. Like, okay, you said what you said and move on.
Yeah.
I don't take no offense with Reggie, his reaction. Did I think he go a little overboard with the booty goons and all that? That's not my move. But once you disrespect somebody, you know my motto, you can't pick your get back.
Can't pick your get back.
You can't pick your get back.
Shit. Need to put that on the shirt too.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you, bro.
But look,
everybody, I got to put that on the shirt.
Yeah, for real. Everybody, I don't know, it was like they shocked with Ray J, but everybody know Ray J temperament, man. He one of them cats that's a live wire, man. Once you wind him up, man, he go over the deep end, man. We just seen this before. It ain't nothing different than what he's done before. So I don't know. I guess, the platform big right now, so everybody kind of caught wind of it. And Ray J wild, and I'm like, man, when he called up there with Fab, this was some of the same comments he made when that little situation went on. So I'm like, this Ray J, man. He grew up, with Snoop and them, the big homies around G shit. So he feel like he big gangster around there. So I just took it as Ray J being Ray J. I did hear Ray J had some health problems too.
Man, Ray J got big goons.
Yeah.
They got big goons around him. So when he talk like this, it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
It's for a reason.
Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think, he knows something. If you go mess with him, you're going to be met with. He called their names, the Buddha Goons.
Yeah.
Whatever he said their name was, as funny as it was, something he said, man, it relates to taking a man's ass. Ray J ain't no chump, man. He's just an R&B singer.
Yeah.
He's just an R&B singer. So,
And I think a lot of people, always kind of use that Lil' Kim line, because that's kind of been people's response, because, Brandon has always been the bigger star. Ray J has always kind of been in the background. He always had motion, but not quite as big as his sister. And, when Lil' Kim made that little verse back in the day, it was a hot line. Wait a minute, ain't you Brandon's brother? It kind of took his own life, and it kind of followed him, even though it seems like years ago, people from our era grew up, we heard that. And that's kind of where people from our era, we kind of judge, wait a minute, ain't you Brandon's brother? But like you say, he been around real motion and had motion himself pretty much his whole life. So when Ray J say something, it do hold weight.
That's what I was from. But Ray J been the biggest celebrity in the last 10 years, if we're being honest.
Good point.
When Brandy went through an incident with the car wreck and different things, she fell back. Ray J been on the front lines investing in tech, still doing music, he's walking content. He understands content algorithm, branding. Man, the man is in motion. And if you ask me, I think he having more motion than Brandon. To be for real, he was the little brother. He was played it back, she was the bigger. But now, I think the roles have reversed. She's a legend. We can't take that from her. But in terms of face card, Ray J right now, them youngsters, way more youngsters than know Ray J, and that's who's spending the money right now. If they both walked out in public, way more people gonna know Ray J. And that's not to say she nothing bad about her. She's a legend from another generation.
Yeah.
But Ray J is the biggest star right now. So it's just irrelevance. Exactly. So just because
you just
she
made
had bigger music career,
you just made a hell of a point, because we finna transition to somebody else from our home state. Ray J is really kind of, if you wanna put him in, like you just said, understanding content, we finna switch gears to Boosie. I'm gonna let you kind of jump it off with Boosie, but Ray J kind of a West Coast, you can't cancel him, because he'll say what anything come to his mind. He like the cool cousin, the cool that you don't know what he's gonna say, but you pretty much after he say it, you be like, hey, he gonna stand on that. He ain't gonna walk it back, and ain't gonna be no apologist. But we finna transition to Boosie. Now Boosie had a situation that kind of flared up with Kodak again. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, Judd. When it comes to a situation with the all men,
Boosie had so much. I didn't know where you was going.
Yeah. But that's because they both kind of got.
I thought you was going to talk about the other big
people don't really cancel them. Yeah. But when it comes to like Boosie, the situation with Kodak, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really. When it comes to like strictly jail shit, even fraternities, anything that's all male shit, it don't really catch my interest. So I didn't really know what happened. I just started seeing the traffic on it when it got real big, and they was starting to say, well, Boosie, you did this, and well, Kodak did this. What actually happened, and what actually was the line that was drawn to make it feel like Boosie was disrespecting Kodak, or however it was blown out of context?
That's the perfect segue, because people ask the wrong question. What happened is the key question. People just give their opinion on what Boosie said without knowing what happened.
Yeah.
Kodak got it in the feds. The guards was abusing him, playing with his food, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He sent letters to his lawyer. His lawyer made a big public service announcement. So he called PC, because they beat him up. They playing with his food, just whatever. Sandy is one of the worst federal penitentiaries. You feel me?
Yeah. Pause it right quick though.
And that's what made them go catch PC.
Hold on. For people that don't know jail terminology, what is PC? Break that down.
PC is protective custody.
Okay.
They say Boosie says that he checked into PC. My information led me to that he was put into PC, forced into. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got solitary confinement, they got PC, they got ad seg. All them lines can get crossed, bro. If you go to solitary period, they're gonna say you catch PC. They can say that. Because you gotta realize who on the pen. Who got control of the pen? The guards. They know it make it look bad outside when they say he in PC.
Yeah.
We could have put you in solitary, but we're gonna say he in PC. You feel me? He being held in PC.
Yeah.
That's the part that Boosie don't know. And they got people that came out from jail who told these stories. That's how I know, because somebody that was on the unit with him. Ironically, this guy was signed to Boosie from Jacksonville, Florida. He the one straightening it out and say, hey, man, the man didn't check PC, man. The people was dogging him. You know what I'm saying? The man stood tall and whoop, whoop, whoop. And yeah. So that's what happened, man. And just Boosie always got something to say. He got his picks and chooses. He don't like Kodak for whatever reason. You know, he chose to diss Kodak for doing a song with 6ix9ine where he got paid $1 million. And he dissed the man. How could you find something wrong with that? You call a rat on his song that he paid you to be on. That means you're looking for a reason. And Kodak just one of them dudes that's not scared of Boosie, who have made more money than Boosie. And if you ask me, he had a bigger career than Boosie. And he just answered back, and he don't let up. And that's what it is, man. Point blank, period. He ain't shook by Boosie, man. And while we there, I see Kodak do way more humanitarian work than Boosie. Kodak stay giving back, man. The man just took like 10, 15 families to go get dinner work that they would never been able to get. You ain't hearing that about Boosie. Yeah, he do the Boosie badge, but he get paid for that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I ain't here to count, tit for tat. He do more, I'm just saying, Kodak got a better character than me than Boosie.
Yeah.
Boosie sent a 15-year-old out there to throw his life away to do his work that he couldn't do himself. You feel me? I ain't opposed to you paying somebody to be a boss to take care of business, but I'm opposed to you paying a child. You feel me? So,
got you.
Boosie character is flawed, bro. I could go on and on, man. He don't want nobody around him with no money. You know what I'm saying? I know people from that inner circle personally. You know what I'm saying? My people, he thought they was going to be gophers, but they got bread. They got motion. So he ain't going to have you around too long. He going to try to use you up until you deal. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He got out and they was showing him the way. Boosie ain't know. Emmett the jeweler had sold him a bunch of fake jewelry. A lot of people don't know that. My people introduced him to Iceman Nick. They formed a relationship with that. And, we were just putting him on game when he got out in 2014. It wasn't 2009 no more. People was taking, Bond number 9, Dealer Glasses. We just putting him on the swag. These real life Central Louisiana people doing this. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know that because there ain't no cameras around. You feel me?
Yeah.
But Boo's intimidated by somebody with some money, man. So he just he got a flawed character. He love to talk shit about people and live in a glass house.
Hey, that's why I let you lead this segment, man, because
and I know about Terry Boy. I know I go about Terry Boy. I know about Terry Boy going in his pockets in the club, taking them down on the regular, punching on it. We know about Nussie having him shook. You got too many skeletons in your closet to be talking this gangster shit like you the toughest thing come out of Louisiana, bro. You just met a youngster who wasn't scared of nothing, who went and took care of some business for you. We talking about what you do for yourself. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what counts in terms of gangster shit. Gangster ain't, you got 10 YNs ready to crash out. Like right now, if you go to a Boosie show, you got a bunch of YNs with it. Because he's not going to hang with a grown man. Because a grown man not running around the country with you for free while you're coming back with stacks. And that's cool. That's your job. But at least if I'm going to be with you to protect you, pay me. And talk to them boys like trash. It's just a lot, bro. And, I feel like he the last one to call anybody out on anything. That's just what it is, bro.
That's why
I ain't got nothing personal against him.
Yeah. That's why I let you do this
when
segment.
When he built his mama that crib, when he built his mama that crib on his property, I shouted him out. I posted it. I said, salute to that. You can't never knock a man for that. You feel me? Then people get in my comments and say, well, shit, why mama don't own a house in Baton Rouge? Why she got to own on your property? So that's what I'm saying. If you're really about looking out, look out. So that's just me reading comments and whoop, whoop, whoop. But the other shit I'm telling you is firsthand information. The boy character flawed. And you need to leave Kodak alone. I don't approve of Kodak being no junkie, but that ain't for me to call it out every time. Like that's something we do one-on-one. I call you out if I see you, if I meet you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate you That's why I appreciate your opinion on, especially on entertainment and certain hip hop news, because I know you tied in to know you ain't just saying shit. And then just to let people know that's an unbiased opinion. We two Louisiana cats. So you just gave an unbiased opinion on what you know behind the scenes, and just ain't just pick a side and just blind. That's what I hate when people get on there and show this blind loyalty because of where people from and all this shit. So that's all I kind of wanted to know was like where the shit stem from, where the disconnect come from them, because I just didn't see them crossing paths as much as to where the beef started with them. And so you kind of cleared a lot of that shit up.
Okay, I want to go in a little bit more. Then he got his picks and chooses. When QCP got exposed for snitching, Boosie say, I'm going to stay out of that. Man, last time I said something, I got a whole lot of flack. When Rollo called you out to a fist fight, we ain't heard nothing. That's what I'm saying. Don't be popping this gangster shit when people talking to you on man time. You should have made a statement about QCP just like you did everybody else. Don't pick your battles, bro.
Yeah. Now, speaking of
that's
picking
just
your
me
battle,
doing content, man. I don't want, a lot of people back home, like, man, he from Louisiana, that blind loyalty. Why you riding on it? I'm just a truth teller, bro. I'm showing some truths about me that somebody can tell. Do your thing, make your name right, bro.
Yeah.
But I guarantee it's more good shit than bad. I guarantee it's more good shit than bad. I ain't did nothing but look out and put people on. That's the name of my game.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. Cause I like listening to older people. I soak up a lot of game from older people. And one thing my mother-in-law used to tell me, man, my mother-in-law, she'll tell you, she'll say this to this day. If you come running telling her something about somebody said and what somebody did, and first thing she gonna ask you, are they lying? You know what I'm saying? Did they lie? You know what I'm saying? If you're mad, did they lie?
Did they
if
lie?
You gave them something and they telling the truth, you got to walk in there. You know what I'm saying? So if it's the truth should set you free, man. That's been a saying. If they ain't lying and it's the truth and it can be repeated, hey, that is what it is. Don't keep it a buck.
Facts.
Now speaking of
but that's
speaking
what's
of
up
keeping
with
it a
Boosie,
buck,
man. Just typical shit.
Yeah. Speaking of keeping it a buck, though, man. Speaking of keeping it a buck and standing on business, Kenya Martin. I saw a situation that kind of popped up with the podcast on Gil's Arena, and Kenya Martin took exception with one of the cats. I don't know if he a member of the camera crew, a member of the production team, but he called him out publicly. Some people took exception to it, but he said right then why he did it publicly, because it was something that was done in a public forum with him. And I'm gonna let you know how much this touched home to me, because people might not know. A lot of times when we talking, sometimes we just covering topics and we don't divulge too much of ourselves. And Martin told him when this podcast shit first jumped off the gate, he say, "Look, bro, I got a speech impediment. This the one thing I draw the line on. I don't play. I don't do. I want people to know. When I was a youngster, there's only a few of my day ones and family members that I stuttered like a motherfucker. I couldn't say 3 or 4 words without tripping over shit, tapping shit to get my rhythm. So I felt Kenya Martin from a different place when he said that you don't like, hey, don't play with me like that. I ain't as sensitive about it as him, because, hey, the Lord touched my tongue and, hey, that's gone. I don't do that no more. You wouldn't have never knew if I wouldn't have just said it. But I understood where he drew that line, because a lot of people struggle with that. I've had other people in my family. It was like a family thing. I had other cousins kind of struggle with it too. And what's crazy to me, it was kind of funny when, some other people do it. I'm like, damn, you was the one stuttering years ago. But hey, that's where it stemmed from. But he called the cat out publicly and let him know, like, I heard what you said. This was a cat I brought to my house for holidays and you didn't have nowhere to go. I brought you into my family, he said, around his wife, around his kids. Did you have any problem with the way he handled that situation?
Oh, I don't have no problem with the way he handled it, because it could have went worse. It could have been physical. So I always take a conversation, a verbal action, or whatever you want to call it, over something physical. I just hope it don't, because we all make a bad joke at the wrong time. And that's what happened. I just hope he didn't, like, that's the end all be all because you made that joke. We all make bad jokes at the wrong time sometimes about somebody we know close and personal. You feel me?
Yeah.
Something that we may do in private. He did let it know, hey, don't play with me about this stutter thing. So now I ain't got no problem with it, bro. I just feel like the only thing I will say is when the opposition back down, let it go. I don't feel like there's no need to kick a dead horse or to bully somebody that's that don't match up to you. But to get your point across and say how you feel, everything was copacetic.
And I'm glad he handled it as Kenya, not as Kmart. Because like you said, it didn't get physical, because Kmart, who I grew up watching, because we from the same, matter of fact, I ran into Kenya Martin years ago when it was this club downtown in Dallas called the Red Velvet. That boy was in that club and on crutches. Bumped into him in. Cool cat. You know, he went to his VIP section. You know, he spoke with her as we passed, and ain't like I chopped it up with him, chilled with him, and then, but just a cool cat when I seen him just interacting with people in the club. But he was on crutches that night. That's when he was he had got hurt. I don't know if it was from Cincinnati or right when he got drafted to the league with the Nets, and he was home rehab. So I've been in kind of, you know, close proximity with him to just kind of see how he moved, and just seemed like a cool cat. Kmart, what I known from Cincinnati, it probably would have been a whole totally different situation. And like you say, I'm glad to see growth, handle it like a man. Hey, I'm gonna call you out on it. I seen this. This what you thought that was done behind my back. Unfortunately for him, the cameras caught it. And, you know, it was brought to the scene. And, you know, like Nick Young, he a jokester. He gonna always make light of the situation. Nick, like, get your ass out. Nick talking about later on, like, man, I couldn't let nobody talk to me like that. But I'm glad it went the way it went. Because anything other than that, any type of aggression shown from the youngster, I don't know how young that cat is. I think it could have went left.
It would have. It would have. If you would have been like, not hold yourself accountable, make excuses. It don't aggravate you. When I'm calling you out, you know you did wrong, just take it. And that's why I think their friendship probably not over. Yes, feelings hurt. He got his piece off in public, and I think they're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy worked for Gil, so they got to be around each other.
Got to be around.
Yeah, man. Kmart handled himself with tact. It could have went worse, and I don't see no problem with it. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing. If that's me, I'm doing the same thing. Man, I don't talk to one of my partners right now because he's made the comment to your podcast. You messy anyway.
Yeah.
And you know how sensitive this thing is to me because I take it serious. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, after my podcast, I mean, you know, you messy anyway. And I'm like, how I'm messy? I don't even talk about local stuff. I'm messy because I'm talking facts about these celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't come on my podcast talking about no Alexandra business. That's not to say I won't give Alexandra props. If I talk about Alec on my podcast, his props getting gave. You feel me?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
even do local. I'm entertaining the world, brother. So me talking about something in Alexandria, not going to even appease my audience. But he said that, you know, we got to it about something else. He said that. And I ain't talked to him since. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I've done that.
Now, again,
yeah, man.
You set us up for a good transition. Speaking of feelings hurt, Druski. Are we at the point that we need to call Druski a comedic skit genius? Because, Jug, I'm going to be totally honest with you, bro. A lot of this skit comedy shit, and let me tell people this. Let's have a small intermission. Let me tell people this. Because I run into this a lot. I don't know, like you just said, you had an interaction with one of your partners that you know about, you know, how you felt about your platform podcast. I don't know if it was ours included. Okay. But y'all had it.
Me and him was like you on snacks.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that person.
Now I know what their relationship is.
Yeah. So
but just a small intermission because I want to touch on something. I'm not the type of person that feel like you got to like everything I post or you got to like everything I do or you got to you ain't even got to support it. But what I do hate, if you don't interact with my shit, don't DM me other nigga shit and telling me to watch this or check this out now. And you ain't the like the engagement. That's the shit I do have a problem. I don't care. Now, when I post this shit, I really post for me, dog. I post shit I want to hear. I watch my shit probably more than anybody. So I really don't care what another content creator's doing. And if my algorithm is set for shit I like, I promise you I will see it. So if you're not engaging my comment with my content, this is a public service announcement. Please don't send me other nigga shit telling me to check out or don't promote another nigga shit to me. But back to Druski. Are we at the point?
Let me stop you.
Go ahead.
Some people may do it because they want to hear your commentary on what that person said. I get that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take it like they want you to watch it. They want to hear you talk about it.
Here's my rebuttal to this, though. You didn't hear what I prefaced it with. If you're not engaging with my shit, don't ask for my comments on that news because you're not engaging with my shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But they got to be engaged if they want to hear your perspective. They got to be engaged if they want to hear your perspective.
But let me make it clear.
Unless they tell you in the text, check this out.
Well, let me make it clear. If you're not engaging with my shit, fuck my perspective on it. I don't care. If it's for my timeline and my algorithm, I will see it. So if you're not engaging with my shit, whether it's liking, retweeting, or whatever, and like I say, I don't care if you don't. But don't send me another nigga shit because you're promoting another nigga shit to me. Boost his views up. That's all I'm saying. So I get what you're saying. You're not getting my comment on it because most of the time I ain't gonna even know.
I feel you, and I understand where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. You want engagement, but maybe they feel like a view is engagement. So maybe you just talk that person what engagement, what really counts to us. likes, subscribes, shares. We appreciate the views, but the engagement is what you get you in the algorithm. So for the ones who watch our stuff, and it is enough. Don't get it twisted. But if you want to do more, hit the like button, share it, make a comment.
Because of the shit that you're sending me.
Will boost the algorithm.
Exactly. Because of the shit that you're sending me, and I
you
see
sharing
likes,
it.
or
You sharing it.
retweet it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, dog. To me, that's a slap.
You sharing it, so you giving them engagement. So share my shit.
That's all I'm saying, dog. This ain't no trick question. I ain't setting a nigga up with nothing funny.
I had to catch on, baby. That's all
I'm saying. Because when you done sent me the shit, you done liked they shit, you done sent it to me, and now you don't throw me in that. That's your algorithm. Enjoy your shit. I'm not tripping. You ain't got to hit a like button on thing.
Look, and you want me to give him a view now.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in with me. That's all I'm saying.
You done liked, shared it, and you want me to.
That's all I'm saying.
You're responsible for 2 views. Do the same thing to mine, motherfucker. I know who shared it because it tells me. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Thank you, cuz now we on the same.
Yeah,
like I say, I'm not mad if you don't with me. You ain't got to share like a motherfucking thing. Just don't send me a motherfucking thing. That's all I'm saying. It's all good either way with me. That's all good. But back to Druski. Thank you. We appreciate it, man.
Comment on ours. This for them. We appreciate the people who casual viewers at home board. You ain't big of a commenter because you don't even want your presence on social media. It's a lot
I'm cool with ghost watchers. I'm cool with ghost watchers, cuz. I'm cool with that. I appreciate
But if you one of them niggas who every time I go to a nigga post, I see that you liked it or made a comment, motherfucker don't inbox me no shit.
That's all I'm saying, dog.
And comment on some of my shit and then send me a fucking DM. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If you gonna tightrope a fence with me now, I'm gonna push you. If you're gonna tightrope the fence with me, I'm gonna push you to the other side. That's all I'm saying. You either on the team or you die. I don't do that funny buddy shit. But like I say, I appreciate the ghost viewing, all that shit, man. The people that really rock with us, I appreciate that shit. And across all platforms. But back to Druski. Is it at the point that we need to call this man a comedic genius? Because now this ain't just the first time he's done it, but he touched a button with the mega churches. We're going to go back to that first. And a lot of, because you know, when he touches a subject, he go down through them. He had him flying over a congregation, a Rolls Royce in the background in the pulpit, and it's all shit that we've seen. And another thing, an old saying, like I say, I hang around old people, hear dogs holler, touch the nerve. But this recent one, I've seen Congress upset because wanting them to take it down, asking Elon Musk to remove the content and all that. Is it fair or foul? Because I got another point I'm going to bring up, but I'm going to let you go into your spiel.
It's definitely foul because I ain't hear the white folks had an uproar when he mocked the black church. Some of us laughed with it and some of us had wasn't with it. But y'all wasn't in no uproar. It's comedy, bro. If we can take it, you can take it. Don't be a crybaby all the time. And you got presidents that mock everybody. Your leader mocks everybody, bro. Say disrespectful things about everybody. And you got to be upset about Druski's skit. And Miss Kirk, your husband disrespected the black community. And you upset about the skit? How could your husband say all the stuff he said and you not have thick skin? Come on, man. Don't play. You know, but that white folks do, man. They start to beef. And then they're the first to call the police. They call you a nigger in traffic. And you got to bleep that. They call you the N-word in traffic. And then they first to grab their phone to call the police. Like, you the one started the beef. You knew this was going to trigger me. And I'm talking about males. I ain't talking no females. I mean, females going to grab the phone just because they know that's a weapon against us.
Man.
I'm talking about the males. So that's what they do, man. They throw rocks and hide their hands. Charlie Kirk is more disrespectful than Druski could ever be.
Look, you touched on it. Let me finish driving that point in you just made. When you talked about the leader of the free world and what he did. Where was this energy when the president portrayed the Obamas as monkeys? Where was this energy? Where was this energy when people was like, oh, it was a joke. Oh, it was a mistake. Somebody on the staff did it. And he even said, I'm not walking that back. I'm not apologizing. So now you're this man over a parody that he never mentioned her name, didn't say this was directly her. He said conservative women. This is what just put in a bubble of what I see from conservative women. She attached herself to it, and you know them, they like to be victims. Made themselves victims and said this is racism. We're not even in a position to be racist. Let me put that out there first. We're not even in a position of power to be racist.
Facts.
And for everybody
Listen,
that
and if we
sat
being
quiet
honest,
on
that could have been
Congress and in
Pam Bondi,
political
that could have
realm
been Marjorie
just
Taylor
didn't
Greene at
say
a point.
shit
That could have been
when that
any
boy made
white
Obama's
woman.
monkeys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Didn't say shit. And now all of a sudden everybody clutching their pearls and so it's so out the realm that a joke could be made on you and people are collectively laughing. Even some white conservative women, even some white males. The skit at Starbucks, he ordering a drink, the dog. Man, Druski is at the point, because again, like I started off saying, I was a person when all this skit comedy come out, shout out Rob Kazi, a couple of other ones I see throughout the boot doing their thing. It's a couple of Country Wayne. I wasn't even a fan of skit comedy.
Funny
A lot
Mike.
of this shit,
yeah.
I wasn't even, a lot of this shit don't even catch my attention. Druski has figured out the niche to touch buttons, and I got to put him in that genius realm, because he gets people drove, dog. If y'all don't know what drove is, look up some Louisiana slang. He gets people drove off skit comedy.
You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't know if you had anything to add on that. But that's pretty much all I had on the Druski thing.
Man, I got all the support for Druski, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You one of the best. Controversy, bring in money, man. Ask Dave Chappelle.
Man.
He been talking about the trans community, the Jewish community. He talk about what he want to talk about, bro. Yeah. It's an audience for it. Don't let it change you, because that's what they do. They try to bully you out of your steeds. You know what I'm saying? What works for you works for you. When they want to be disrespectful, they do it. So don't stop.
Boy, man, one of the best rap lines that's going to probably go down in history. Is cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Man, that's going to probably be one of the coldest rap lines in history from now until. But Druski.
And then it was a hook. And then it was a hook.
Yeah, ain't it, man? But Druski has fit in that realm. And like we was talking about Boosie earlier. Ray J, Druski, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. These are guys that I know take hard political stand, not even political, but just kind of shit that that most would get canceled for, that I see them navigate that real well. And I want to give them props to all that. Because Boosie has said a lot of shit about, doing some shit that he said that I agree with that would have got most people canceled. I want to say that too. But they've all walked that line of just can't be canceled. And I respect that, man, because a lot of the times that we see people are real safe with what they say when they reach that celebrity world, because they don't want to get canceled and they don't want to get their money compromised. So if nothing else, I respect all them men for that.
Boosie ain't big enough to get canceled.
You don't think so?
What do you think it's up?
You don't think Boosie big enough to be canceled?
I mean, he can get a baby counseling, but he doing clubs, bro. He's not doing arenas. He do arenas like special guest shit, but Boosie not get booked. So what I'm saying is Live Nation could be the only people to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that because I seen somebody. Do you think, let me ask you this then. Do you think Lil Baby had the momentum Boosie had at the time he got canceled? Or not Lil Baby, I'm sorry, Da Baby.
Definitely.
Because
way more. When the Baby got canceled, he was the biggest thing going. What are you talking about?
But Boosie, what I'm saying is though, Boosie had a run like that where and let me be clear, because just because I'm from Louisiana, I like, Boosie to me was more like the sixth man. I used to always like to hear Boosie featured on shit. I never really like whole albums of Boosie shit. I used to like certain songs and features, or him with Webby. That's the type of Boosie fan I was. I wasn't just never all in on Boosie. But Boosie and them had a run.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. He ain't did shit since he been out of jail. Because something he's been out, show the world.
Okay.
He a legacy act, bro. He's just doing shows. That's what I'm telling you. He's not big enough to be canceled. All they can do, they can't call them black club owners and say, you better not do it.
Got you. Okay. Got you. That makes sense.
But if he was doing arenas, they could put that counts on him. Like, that's what they did with the Baby.
Yeah.
No rolling louds, no nothing. Not in our venues, because we own the venue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't do that. I'm just being funny and talking shit. But I am for real.
Nah,
Boosie ain't big enough to get canceled. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
Yeah, he ain't selling no hard tickets. He doing clubs.
But shout out to Baby though, man, because I am seeing him get that momentum back and coming back. Because man, at the time they shut him down, man, he was like you say, he was the hottest thing smoking. Songs on the radio like Drake, back to back to back. So shout out to Baby, man, for getting his motion back, man.
He was on his way to have. He had a hell of a run. It was gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
It was gonna get even bigger. And
That song
yeah,
Rockstar,
all
I
because
was jamming the hell out of that.
what the
Now that song Rockstar, pistol on my hip like I'm a Glock.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man, that bitch was
man. Go look
rolling.
on my page. I just posted it.
Man,
I just
that was
used it
rolling.
for a commercial for the clothing thing. Man, come on, man.
Man, that
We
was
got
my
some
shit
songs like
there,
that.
cuz he had me with that one, man. I'm like, okay, I'm
But I
rocking with
did
this
think.
motherfucker.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The Baby was going through what Boosie went through, Your Thug went through, Dirk went through. That money was going through the head. He thought he was invincible. His lawyer beat a couple cases for him, and he just thought I could do whatever. I can beat up
Yeah,
these promoters. I could just punch on these fans. And it went to his head, and he quickly found out that,
they'll
whoa,
humble you.
I'm still a nigga.
Yeah, they'll pull that rug from under you.
Got all these millions, and I'm making all this money, but I'm still a nigga. Each one of those
Man,
people I just said went through that. Boosie, the money went to his head. He got to a point that he thought he was God. He allegedly 6 people. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? That's just the money that gone to your head at that point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We know what Dirk did. We know what King Von did. The money just went to a lot of people's head, bro. And
If you want to take it to a bigger scale, even what Diddy did, they'll cut that faucet off on you and show you who you really are to them.
I was, woo, the money went to his head. He beat a couple
Man, it
cases.
went to
He
his
felt like I
head.
could
You're
do
not
whatever
bigger
I
than the
want.
program.
But you forgot you still nigga, man.
Still, nigga.
And even some white boys can't do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a
Boy, I'm
billionaire,
glad.
but you're still a nigga.
Jug, hold on.
But they got even some
I'm glad.
billionaire, like I said, billionaire white boys can't just have their way.
Jug, I'm glad you said that. Because I just told somebody the other day, after Trump, there will never even be another white man that has this level of power that he's experienced and that he's going to it out these last, through his presidential run and through all out his campaigning and stuff. The way he found, and I got to say this, people might not like it, but as dumb as the shit he does is, it was genius to tap into that race gene and figure out that, hey, it's still enough racist motherfuckers in America that if I tap into this, I got something. No matter how you feel about it. He figured out if I can dog whistle, make America great again. When was America ever great for us? We've had good times, but great? When can a black person say it was great? He figured out how to.
Yeah, so we know what you're saying.
Yeah. So what was it? Was it great during slavery, Jim Crow, the police brutality? When was the great era for us? But we're gonna transition to another rich, powerful cat that I know you got your differences with. You don't like the way he do business, but for the first time in a long time, Jay-Z has spoken. Sat down with GQ. I guess he. I don't know if he launching some type of campaign. I don't know if he got. He mysterious about shit. I don't know if it's an album in the background he might drop for an anniversary or something like that. I've heard stuff like that come up.
Well, let me talk.
Okay.
Well, what's going on is the 25th anniversary of Blueprint, which is the 25th anniversary of my first album, Fulfilling Dreams. Remember I told you we outsold Jay-Z for a time period?
Yeah.
So he's doing a concert series. He changed the spelling of his name on DSPs, but it's he got like 3 nights as Madison Square Garden, and it's just going up. So that's what all the hoopla about. And it's 30 years of Reasonable Doubt. 25 for Blueprint, 30 Reasonable Doubt. But yeah, that's the album. See, one thing about it, history don't lie. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I told you in our first interview that we outsold Jay-Z and Tupac. Both of them people had albums. It was for a period of time. It wasn't like over the whole year. But for about 3 months, we was outselling. But yeah, and that was the album, the Blueprint.
And you
the
talking
album
about
for Tupac was Still I Ride. But
when you said that was within the region, right? Within our third coast region?
Well, with that distributor, wherever he distributed to, y'all are big sellers, man. They ain't asking for that shit. They want y'all shit. It was called Gonzalez Distribution. So they handle all of Louisiana and, Kona, Mississippi and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then you had Selective Hits, and then you had Southwest Wholesale. So what I'm saying is for a 3-month period, and they will put out a pamphlet and a bracket to tell you. That's how they tell their customers what's cracking. You feel me? We give you this pamphlet and tell you this is what they order, man. And we was at the top of that motherfucker for 3-4 months. Above them people I said.
Right.
But we all know the South wasn't their market, but that still make me feel good. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I mean, anytime
Yeah.
you got, that's just like some cats might pass Jordan up on the record book for something, and shit might have been whatever stat it
Well,
was.
man,
I just see we're gonna get
we
into
got to
limit later
go there.
on.
Transition.
Yeah. Hey, but before we
Yeah.
transition, it was one thing, it was a couple things that was notable in the Jay-Z interview that as soon as I saw it, I wanted to ask you about it. Because again, we hip hop heads. We grew up in that era. We grew up making music. He said he touched on the beef on the K Dot and Drake beef, touched on why he headlining them for the Super Bowl, and he ended that soliloquy by saying he doesn't think beef is good for hip hop anymore. He don't like the way it got real personal and attacking people kids and bringing family into it. I wanted to get your opinion on, I guess, hip hop and is the beef thing, because I know like it grew up a competitive thing. Like we're gonna transition into sports later, but hip hop is competitive. We always looked at it as a gladiator sport. I heard Killer Calion say something about it. You know, when somebody say something now with the internet and everything that it takes its own world. You got 24 hours to respond. If you don't, you're soft. So just your opinion as an artist, MC, do you feel like is beef still good for business in hip hop? Or good for the culture, I say, not business.
Beef good for business, but beef not good for hip hop.
Like the
Beef
way you broke that
always
down.
good for entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? But it's not good for hip hop because with beef, what comes, it ain't like it used to. It's never been. We always say like it ain't like it used to be.
Yeah.
Bad Boy ain't killed Tupac, but they had a hand in it. And I think
Yeah.
they bumped to each other more. It could have went left.
Yeah.
You feel me? Noriega shot at Lil Kim now. And now I can name 9 million beefs. Julio, the whole Chicago beef. You know, I can go on and on. Young Thug and Wife and Lucci, murders, shootings, deaths. It ain't good for hip hop, bro.
Let me say this though,
Yeah.
Jud, right
It ain't
quick.
good for hip hop.
When I think what people say now, it's different now. I think the social media aspect of it is what's different. And you can't control it because now you got real time interactions, real time people picking sides. So what you're saying, 1,000% correct. It was always bad, but I think now it kind of takes its own life. People just join, whatever side you pick. It's like you can't be a fan of both. People join whatever side they pick, and then they start taking a personal attacks, and they start doing. So what you're saying is 1,000% correct, but I think now it's just magnified. The beef gets cooked quicker than it did back in the day. We had to wait for a concert, wait for an album to drop, wait for an appearance, wait for an interview. Now it's real time. People dropping shit on their timeline, drop shit in their stories, and they take on a life of its own.
That's
I think
access.
that's kind of what people mean. Go ahead.
That's access. You know what I'm saying? Now they got access to the orders. Back then we did. Well, we picked sides.
Exactly.
I missed the whole era of Big and Small's music because we rolled with pop. Most of the South did.
Yeah.
I hear more and more rappers say, man, we didn't listen to Biggie because we was down with pop.
Yeah.
Especially in Atlanta, Mississippi, Louisiana. You feel me?
Yeah.
I heard Cash Money say, man, they switched it up to my Juvie. Him and Juvie was the only ones listening to Jay-Z. But I heard Lil Wayne was listening to him. You feel me? Maybe he heard him through them. But what I'm saying is you had to sneak and listen to that. Because we was all pop heads. You feel me? Man, it was pop and screw music. That's it.
Yeah.
It was pop and screw. That's all I listened to for a 5-year period.
See, I was one of them ones. I was always the outline. Me, Snack, a couple of other kinfolks. Like, I was always the outline. We was always on Dies Effects, East Coast shit. When I came back from the military, you could tell some of my partners, like Marcus, I come back jamming Dipset. Niggas like, man, who the fuck is that? I'm jamming Jules Santana. I was always the outline. I always listened to shit that maybe everybody else wouldn't. Even though I listened to what was going on in my region, my mind was other places. I always thought bigger than my region. And I always, even when I did music, I always thought bigger than my region. I'm like, how can I compete with these niggas? These niggas seem like they doing more shit. So my mind was always thinking in another place. I was thinking past what I could see. And that was just me. But that was one of the things he pointed out.
This was pre hip hop.
Yeah.
This was before I started rapping. When I started rapping, I expanded my horizon because I was amazed by wordplay and I wanted to learn how song structure. But I'm talking about, when it was in high school and right when I started rapping, I ain't listening to shit, but Screw open your mind. Now, don't get it twisted. Screw was well rounded. So I heard a lot of shit. But if it wasn't Screw, I didn't hear, is what I'm saying. And he didn't Screw. No Jay-Z. I've never heard a Jay-Z song Screw. You know what I'm saying?
I feel me and
he was Screw East Coast artists and West Coast. That's how we heard Z-Bo.
Me and Snack used to trip out though, man. We used to be right there on Main Street, man. We'll probably be listening to shit that ain't no other nigga in Alexandria was even interested in. That's just how much we just love the whole hip hop structure. Like, man, I can go deep into that shit. That's a whole nother conversation. But another thing Jay-Z touched on, he touched on the allegations and stuff. He kind of brought that up and how he wanted to defend his name and how he just didn't want to settle and how he was steadfast on making sure he cleared his name because this was at the same time Blue Ivy was being introduced, I think, with a Disney project or something like that. And it was just the timing of it. To put that jacket on anybody, the timing is bad. But he wanted to go full throttle to let people know I wanted to be fully exonerated from what these allegations are being placed against me. How you feel about that part of the interview?
I felt it, bro. We're not finna play with my name. You're not playing with my name, bro. Felt it, bro.
Exactly.
He wasn't going for it. There was some serious allegations, and he wanted to be fully exonerated, bro. I can imagine, like, damn, I'm bringing this strife to my family. You know, everywhere we go now, they're gonna look at us crazy because this bullshit I'm being accused of, even though it's a lie. But that's heavy.
That's heavy.
I don't care how much money you got. That's when they say some problems money can't fix. That's one of the ones. That's what they mean by that.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
money can't fix that. Like, I don't give a damn how much money you got. Everywhere you go, they saying, oh, they say he raped a 13-year-old girl with Harry Weinstein and Puffy. Or whoever it was in the room. You know what I'm saying? Or Pusha T. Yeah, Pusha T and Harry Weinstein, I believe. But money couldn't fix that. You got to live with it. Your kids got to live with this. Yeah, that was a tough one, bro. That was a tough one. He did the right thing, man. And I'm glad it came out. Listen, man. The woman needs to be held accountable. Shit.
That's what I was just about to say. I seen another allegation. I've said this on a previous episode we've done before. Like you say, you've had a daughter that has gone through a situation. I have a daughter. I have women that I care about. You have women you care about in your family. But when women come out with these, matter of fact, I think this was with Boosie. A woman just threw a charge out there, if I remember correct. I don't want to mix two stories up. But
that's what I thought you were gonna talk about.
No, I do want to talk about that because I've said this before. When a woman just make these blind, because it's like you're already guilty until proven innocent versus the other way around. But when a woman just make these blind allegations or just throw some shit on the wall, see what stick, just for a money grab, you need to face the full charges that would have been applied to that man if those charges were found to be true. And I think that would break up a lot of these false accusations because you are taking the light away from real victims who have been through shit. And I stand on that, man. You shouldn't be able to just throw a nigga name out there because he got bread and just feel like, okay, well, maybe he'll pay me out. You got to be some consequence.
Because you mad, because he cheated on you.
Yeah. It can't just be, oh, my bad, dog. Because that's a jacket a nigga got to wear until he can fully prove that. And even then, some people gonna still take it and run with it.
Yeah.
And one other thing I want to give you props on too. No, I was just about to say I want to give you props on one other thing because people don't even know, man. If you rock with the show enough, you know you don't even mess with Jay-Z like that. To hear what your commentary is, you objective. I done gave you two pieces that you've been very objective on, whether it's the Louisiana aspect or whether it's a cat you don't even rock with. I just want people to let people know we're taking an objective approach to shit. You don't even rock with Jay-Z. You don't even mess with that dude like that. But you gave a real answer, some real commentary and breakdown on the situation.
Listen, when they right, they right. When they wrong, they wrong. A lot of the stuff we talk about, he be wrong in the instances, but he right in this one. So I ain't never just dry hate. I'm not a hater, bro. I report the news. I talk on the topics. You feel me? And then I may give my opinion on him and Dame thing. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But he got a pattern. So that's why I felt that way about that. But this, no, man, when you're right, you're right. And that's what
Speaking
it is,
of a pattern.
And I think he would respect that.
Yeah. And that's what I respect. Because one thing I respect about you, you stand on what you say and you give your honest opinion. Whether you're somebody you normally agree with or somebody you root for or somebody you like, I don't really rock with anything like that. But I respect that. But speaking on the Him and Dame situation, because I'm going to transition, it was one other interview that I really want to talk about that it kind of got a little bit to do with Jay-Z. But Man and Fresh, I seen some recent circulation of him and Juvie on a episode with Memphis Bleak. And they said, we did homeboy business, so y'all didn't have to. And it hit home because I thought about a lot of the shit we done talked about here on our podcast. Does a lot of the shit that Manny was kind of alluding to in that interview? Is that kind of the situation with Dame and Jay? Because a lot of that shit, even when you give your commentary on it, feel like you feel like he should have done better homeboy business. And Jay-Z looked at the way they was moving and just said, we got a different version of the way we do business.
No, I don't think he should have done a better homeboy business. I think he should have been more upfront coming. Don't make like, look, man, we gonna sell Rockawell. I don't want him to be bothered with it. And then you consume all the businesses back when we sell out. You know what I'm saying? You just got some investors together and bought us out. You feel me?
Well, let me put Dame move on the table. When Dame made Cam the CEO of Rockefeller, he came back. He like, hey, get this shit.
Didn't happen. It was a
It didn't happen because that's what BLOCC said. That's what his other members in the captain said it. So it didn't happen.
He spoke to Cameron about it. Like, hey man, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Cam said this. I fucked up. Dame told Cam, hey man, I'm gonna make you and Benny Siegel presidents. Talk to the big homie about it. We're gonna make a big announcement. Woo, officer's salary, whole nine. Cam just went on radio and said one part of the story. Well, and he did it before it was time to announce it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody was made nothing. It was an idea that Dame was positive they was gonna be cool with because you get one of your bands, which is Beans, he gonna be president. Cam gonna be president. They're the top selling artists on this label under you. It only makes sense. But nobody was made president. It was just announced prematurely. And that was on camera.
Dude, I feel like they fall under what Manny was talking about. Homeboy business. That's some Harlem shit. Jay the Brooklyn nigga. Not saying everybody was right or wrong in the situation, but hey, this is my homeboy. You done outsold everybody. I'm finna look out for you. I done watched you come up. You gonna be praised. I'm gonna chop it up with Jay-Z. But I think that's what Manny was talking about. When you don't have people qualified to really make these decisions and put this shit together in a business structure, this is the type of disconnect you have. I just wanted to bring that part up to you because I seen that circulating, but I'm gonna transition into another interview because it was Jay-Z's artist. And we talked about this before. J. Cole finally made it to It Is What It Is, back to their platform. They finally made it there. Me and you talked. Do you think he'd make it there after, Cam dropped the lawsuit? And you kind of said, like, man, I think maybe they'll hedge it out, and it happened. What did you feel about the interaction? I kind of like the way they set it up, talked. But how did you feel about the interaction, how it came together?
Of course, it was a great interview, but I heard some commentary about it. I agree. J. Cole, in every instance that they talked about, he always felt this way but reacted that way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with Cam. Fuck that nigga, but nah, man, I love him. With Kendrick, he dissed the nigga. Fuck that nigga, but nah, man, I love him. You feel me? He said they were saying with Jay-Z in every instance, bro. Like even with the Puff, like he don't want to tell a story to save a relationship. It's just like, I don't believe the shit he's saying, bro. That's what they were saying. And when I think about it, he was just doing a good interview. You can't believe half of that shit he was saying to that motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's well media trained. He ain't gonna let you know what he's thinking. And it was just too perfect. Like after I heard Joe Budden them talk about it, I'm like, damn, you're making sense, bro. Because think about every scenario, bro. I wish I had the clip to play it. Every scenario worked out perfect to where, maybe he could be just a good nigga. At no point in time do you just feel like this and fucking this how I feel. Maybe I went about it wrong, but this how I feel. Like when you diss Kendrick or when you punch Puff or you always regretting some shit. You know what I'm saying? It was something they said. But I think it was a good interview overall.
Joe, what you just said kind of summed up J. Cole. I think he one of them cats. He really a good dude, man. It's hard to put him in a box because he's so self-aware, like you can say, he media trained, he know how to answer questions, but it's like he might think one way at a time, but when he sit back and look at different perspectives, that's some things some people can't do. Even as full developed mind adults, they can't look at other people, put themselves in other people's shoes and be self-aware or be aware of somebody else's feelings and say, you know what, I might have been wrong. Maybe he is just that mentally.
But I'm saying, it's like, listen, think about the story about the apology. Like, it was just so sensational. I made the decision 2 hours before I hit the stage. Like, that's what I'm saying, sensational. Like, man, you full of shit, bro. My wife cried when I told her what I was going to do. Man, Kim ain't crying because you finna say, man, I'm apologize to Judge, bro. And Kim busts out crying. Man, get the fuck out of here for what? I know y'all earthy, but goddamn, man, y'all ain't that motherfucking earthy, J. Cole. She just started crying. I told her I was gonna apologize to Kim. She knew what it meant to me. Man, that woman old lady be on who a fuck nigga for you. So, if anything, she told your motherfucking ass to diss that nigga.
What are you? Look, man, I think this been a hell of an episode, man. We done chopped it up about a lot of stuff. Before we end, though, it's two people, and I just want your opinion. Like I've told you before, I'm not a fan of cancel culture. Don't really agree with it because I don't feel like people should be canceled for a difference of opinion. But you've came back at me and say certain things, a line got to be drawn in the sand with. So recently, last two things I want your opinion on. Nick Cannon and Chili have both been attached, and allegedly she reposted some stuff about Michelle Obama being a man. I just saw this recently before we jumped on the thing. But she did donate, and I'm like, shit, for Chili giving a band, that's some hard-earned money. Because when we talk about contracts, fuck rappers, TLC was in one of the worst contracts in the history of entertainment. Movie, music, basketball, football, anything. They wasn't getting paid shit. So when I see her give a band, I'm like, oh, you was dead ass about this. But Nick Cannon also had his attachment.
It got straightened out though, so
it got straightened out. Okay, that's what I got you here for. What's your comments
they
on
getting
the
a bigger
last
percentage now.
So what you think about
Nick Cannon caught me off guard. I ain't hear about Nick Cannon. That's crazy. Like he pro black dashiki wearing head wrap turban. Dashiki and turbans. And But I mean, man, listen, bro. I gotta see some more on it, bro. AI too strong, bro. Chili got on there to call herself defending on TMZ. I made a mistake and reposted it. And then they showed all the time she donated to Trump organizations. Chili, you got caught, man. Just say you're down on Trump, man. You better off just doing it and playing our face. You better off just saying that than playing our face, bro. You're not by yourself, bro. Kodak Black like him. Lil Wayne like him. I know, but you play pro black. So that's why it's so astonishing to people. Like, not your pro black ass supposed to be, for black women and not all this, and you donate to Trump. But just say, hey man, I like something he said or Blase Blue. That line and backtracking, that's playing in our face. But they gonna forget on the TV shit. They ain't.
And I will say this.
They still gonna play Scrubs.
I will say this. I want people to know, as of Nick Cannon, Chili, some of the other people you named, Nelly, some of the trust and believe it's a lot more black celebrities that's down with Trump because of their financial interests than you may think. I just want people to know that. Don't be surprised. A lot of people are good at hiding it. You might not see it come out till later. But financial wise, they line up more with what he can do for them than you might think. And that's why I say cancel culture and all that shit. The first rule of life is self-preservation. That's why what you said is so important. It's some things you got to draw a line in the sand for, but you can't cancel everybody for everything because some people are only looking at self-interest. They don't think about the big picture. They like, fuck it, I'm out that box. Y'all argue with the white people with no teeth, and y'all figure this shit out. I'm trying to figure out how to pay lower taxes and keep my bread as a millionaire, billionaire, versus what y'all down there scrubbing, getting taxed for everything you do, your job check, your Walmart groceries, your gas. I'm trying to figure out how to keep my bread. Y'all figure that other shit out.
The check.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything got a tax to it. Even you pay something online, here's your service tax. Like, the fuck? I'm paying online. Ain't nobody servicing nothing. But that's another conversation for another day. Plug something before we get out of here, Judge.
WDH Apparel, AVG Apparel, WDH TV. BLOCC is hot. Fuck with us like you fuck with us, not like you stuck with us, man. Act like you owe me. Act like you know me, not like you owe me. Take out them low heels, put on whole heels, man. We here, bro.
Ain't it, man? I ain't got too much to add. Be on the lookout, man. I'm working on a new clothing line behind the scene, too. Elevated thinking clothing. It's only going to be for the high thinkers, man. People that can think outside the box. This clothing line ain't for everybody. I don't want all y'all buying. So, man, y'all heard the man. Follow all the platforms. Tap in with us. BLOCC is hot. We cooler than a polar bear toenail. You dig? We out. One.
This nigga that kicked out of the motherfucker.